Welcome back to the sultry, smooth tones of the Jupiter Boys. Is it recording?
Everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
My name is Quinn Jupiter.
And we are the Jupiter Boys. We're two boys from the planet Jupiter. But we typically every week we have a conversation.
Yep.
We sit down with each other.
That's right.
We talk about a random thing that the other person brings.
Yes.
But we have a very special guest with us.
That's-
Possibly the most special guest.
I'm trying to think. Maybe if we had Channing Tatum, it might be a little bit better. But we have God.
We have God this week.
Yeah, I'm interviewing God. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Quinn is going to interview God. I am actually not allowed to be present.
No.
God's press people were very clear about this. I am considered too much of a sin risk. I'm a sinner to my very core.
Okay.
And so I'm going to leave the recording studio right now.
Yeah.
And God will be here in a second. So Quinn, get ready to interview God.
I just gotta fix my lapel. Is there somebody who could fix my lapel? Oh, hello. What? God just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's I kind of do that. That's sort of my whole thing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I was watching those Harry Potter movies recently.
You've got like 10 minutes or like a few seconds with God. Do you really want to talk about the Harry Potter movies?
I mean, yeah, they're works of art. What I wanted to ask you about was a recent dumb politician that, is a blip on your radar. I mean,
Who are we talking about here? We're talking about some Ted Cruz's, some Vladimir Putin's.
No, they're close, but it's the old Donny boy, Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, what about him?
We just wanted to know, did you really go jet skiing with him in Florida the other weekend?
You know what? Like, I sort of didn't see him coming. Like,
Yeah.
I sort of like, from like the 20s to like now, I sort of just blinked. It was like one of those moments where
Yeah.
you have a brain fart, you're not paying attention. From about 1920 to like 2015, I just like did not. I was phoning it in. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that a little bit, kind of just from what happens in the chronological order.
But listen, like I don't know this Donald guy. I don't know. Nothing. No, he's nothing to me. I sort of fucking dropped the ball on that one. You spend 10 minutes just staring at your calendar, and this kind of thing happens.
I can relate. I can relate. I have had some tough days. Anyways, that's all the time we have.
I'm kind of busy. I've got like a universe to run. So.
Well, I mean, I'm busy too. We're running a podcast.
Okay, Quinn Jupiter, born on April 20th, 1923. I know everything about you.
That was only my third life. Do not talk about my third life.
Okay, well, I'm kind of like the creator of all and everything, so maybe...
Hey. I don't know. I don't care if you're the creator of fucking Arby's, okay? You're not going to talk about my life.
Wow. Okay, well, Jupiter Boys, going straight to hell. You're on the list.
Already on the guest list there, baby. Fucking bye. Thanks for playing. Jim Jupiter, you passed him in the hallway, didn't you?
I felt a presence.
You didn't see it.
No, I didn't.
He's got a lot of dicks. A whole lot of dicks, man.
Wow. You wouldn't think God would have so many dicks.
A lot. And he can't use any of them.
Okay, so...
sad. It's a sad existence.
So let's get into the topics for this week. We flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that was a wild open. It was probably too long. I feel like we might have exhausted that bit.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, okay? That happens in the course of improv.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the Jupiter Boys. Jupiter Boys.
The Jupiter Boys. Quinn, logo or Radiotopia side this week?
Radiotopia.
It's Radiotopia.
It's Radiotopia.
Okay, hold on, let me get this timer started here. Yes. And you're off.
As you both know.
Both.
As we both know.
Yes.
Both.
Both of me.
As we both have a nose. We're doing NaNoWriMo this
Correct.
month.
Yes, which is, for the uninitiated, that is the National Novel Writing Month.
Yeah.
It is a month in which amateur writers and professional writers spend all of November trying to hit 50,000 words, which is sort of like the agreed upon standard for like minimum possible novel. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like slightly, it's like a thick novella.
Yeah,
It's not quite a novel, but
Yeah.
it's a real good start. And like 50,000 words for a lot of people is, you know, like a pretty lofty goal. So it's sort of like it's a nice like encouragement to do it with a bunch of other people.
Right. That's correct.
Yeah. So
So I wanted to kind of go over kind of how cool that is of an idea to kind of get writers to just kind of write every day and get into the kind of the habit of just like
sure.
committing to
'Cause
doing something.
When I brought it up to you like a week ahead of November,
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't.
I was hesitant.
You were super hesitant.
I was super hesitant until I like went home and I was like mulling it over and I had this idea that I've had for a while. Like it's just kind of been a combination of a lot of stuff.
You know, most people. One thing I learned about NaNoWriMo is like even if you don't have like the most compelling story, you probably have like at least a novel's worth in you.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
you probably have some pretty good moments in like
Yeah, exactly.
in the your fiction.
And
you know?
I'm sure like a lot of books start as like a steaming shit pile with a couple little gold nuggets in it.
Yeah.
And you have to clear away the shit and then put some more gold in it.
That's right. I tend to agree. So my topic today, Jim, is what if we took NaNoWriMo but did it for like other stuff? So like just
Okay.
kind of encourage somebody to like do something every day for a month, and like eventually you kind of get into the groove, and then you, if you like it enough,
Yeah.
you just keep doing it. You know?
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there are like, there's definitely like fitness things for this. You know, like there's
Yeah.
like couch to 5K in 3 months or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like,
tried to do that.
I know they're real fucking
I
hard.
got to like the second last week too.
And there's like lots of diets and like exercise plans that are like, you know, 30 days and you'll have like washboard abs or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
And like it's possible. Like I mean, like as long as you don't have too much fat, you can get down to like.
See, I wasn't really thinking about the exercise things. I was kind of thinking about like, what if you tried to learn guitar by playing it like once a day
For 30 days.
like,
I
for
mean,
30
like
days.
you sort of have to play it more than that to get.
Yeah.
But I mean, 30 days is a good start, especially if
That's a
it's
very good
every
start.
day.
Yeah,
You're probably gonna pick up.
because you
some
start
stuff.
and you start to learn that muscle memory. You start to just kind of do it
Why don't
instinctively.
you and I, the Jupiter Boys, start like a guitar playing month?
Okay,
Like just learn some chords,
yeah.
you know?
If anybody wants to hit us up and try to teach us,
And then like
some chords?
at the end of the month, we should sing a song. We should sing and play a song together.
I like that. Have
Yeah.
a little talent show. Have a little,
Yeah.
little bit of an end of the year celebration.
Yeah. So
be
like,
cool.
I don't want to do it yet.
Yeah, I want to do it in like a year.
Let's do it in like March.
Yeah, let's
Or-
do it. Oh,
or-
March is a good month.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why March is a good month.
Because it's all about that sexy times.
It's all about the sexy times. Sexy times are best enjoyed in March,
There's like
December, and September.
March is the only month with a holiday devoted specifically to drinking, which is St. Patrick's Day.
That's true.
You know?
But I don't know. It's a good month.
Yeah.
I can't really argue.
It's a decent month. So what about one where you improve, like it's like a self-improvement kick for like your personal style / fashion / hygiene.
Okay.
So like you just spend a month just like working on you. So you know, like you
I
get like
that. Some
you
queer
get,
eye.
Yeah, so you get like a manicure one day, you
Yeah.
get like a facial one day, you get a nice
that's
haircut.
Awesome.
You go out and get a new set of pants one day. You know what I mean?
And
like,
you just budget it out so that it like
yeah,
it
so
like
that you're spending like, you know, maybe $50 a day,
Yeah.
which I mean is a lot over a month. But if you've got like some savings put aside for like
Yeah,
this 1 month
exactly.
where you're just gonna like
you queer eye yourself. You know, you
you
kind of
totally
just
you queer eye yourself.
it'd be great.
Yeah,
Imagine
absolutely.
how awesome
you get
that
some
would be.
nice like pillows for
Plus,
your apartment.
you could for $50 you could buy a couple pairs of pants if you went bargaining enough.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
like if you find some good deals, you're
yeah.
set.
Just go shopping.
Yeah.
Because I really like shopping.
But like
it's just
a
confessional.
full month of shopping would
That's
like,
it's exhausting.
it would drain you.
Yeah, it would be exhausting.
Yeah, I would like by like day 4 you'd be like, "No, I don't want anything else. I need to eat food and I have no money."
The food court. No, it's barely edible.
It's gross and everything, all the smells mixed together.
It smells like every country all at once.
Have you ever smelled Asian wok and like or Chinese wok and New York fries together? You'd think that they smell great, but they don't. They smell awful.
They smell like a bad.
What is that place called? China? Is it called China Walk? Like,
No.
that sounds super racist.
Is it
to me.
China Walk? It's Manchu Walk,
Manchu Walk.
which is kind of pretty
Probably
bad.
just as racist.
It's probably pretty bad.
God
It's
damn.
like Cho Chang.
Yeah, which is like, I think it's like a Korean's person last name
Yeah.
and a
Chinese
Chinese person's first name. And it's like, oh man, like, and they're both male. And it's like, oh, you really fucked that one up, JK. Like, just maybe ask any Chinese person. Like, you know, like,
She's problematic.
literally just reach out to the internet and be like, yo, girls' Chinese names.
JK's had some problematic stuff over the last couple years.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think the good outweighs the bad, you know what I'm saying?
Me too. For
There's some
sure.
there's some good lessons.
What's
in that
another
shit.
thing that you could learn or like try to kind of encourage
I
yourself
like
to
that
do?
we're going full, like, self-improvement style.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But we could go, like, the other direction on it.
Oh, just become a filthy animal.
Oh, yeah. You could
Just
have, like,
disgusting.
you could spend a month just, like debauchery month. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, you take a month off work. You don't give any
You
fucks.
you binge drink the first one, you binge smoke the second one,
Yeah.
you watch shitty
like,
fucking
just Netflix
awful
all day.
Yeah.
In your fucking, like, unwashed boxers.
You bone down, but it's like that sticky hot sex.
Yeah, you could, like, have sex in a car in June.
In the middle of a cornfield.
With the windows cracked on a hot, humid June day.
You're also in a field party and everybody's around.
And for some reason, you're in long johns. Like, that's your month. That's your whole, like, by the end of the month, you just, like, you hate yourself completely.
You're just an awful.
But then there's
disgusting
nowhere to go but up from there. Like, it's just like you fucking throw yourself.
It's not a good idea, man. I'm not joining up for that month.
I don't know.
That's
like,
too much for me.
if I ever have a complete month to, like, myself, I can't say that it won't happen.
Of course, you're
I
a
feel
sick
like
weirdo.
I feel like my summers at university were just that. So I feel like it's old territory for me.
Yeah, you were a bad boy.
I was a nasty bum.
You were a nasty boy.
I was a nasty boy. What else we got?
I'd say, what about if it's like making a movie or like trying to like make a short movie?
Okay, like, or like, yeah, I mean,
You
like,
know,
that's
like
sort
you
of a
could-
big project for a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you write it and
If you write it in like the first couple of days and like shoot it in the next couple days and then like edit it in the next couple
yeah,
days.
but you sort of have to have all of that, like, set up. You
Yeah,
know?
it's true.
Yeah.
I guess you would, but honestly, if you knew how to make films,
It has
it'd
to be a pretty
better.
short movie.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna write it in a couple days,
Yeah.
and it has, like, you have to have
Just
like
a short film.
a great idea in those few days.
Yeah, you could send it to Sundance.
Well, probably not. I mean, you could send it.
You could send it to TIFF.
They would throw it out immediately without
You
watching.
could send it to TIFF. Let's be real here.
Like, they would also probably throw it out without seeing it. It would be like, my movie, my month movie.
It's shot on his cell phone. They're like, "Oh, we're interested now."
I made this in 30 days.
Hey, let me see. Is it shot on an iPhone? No. Oh, sorry, we don't want it.
Sorry, we're only taking films shot on iPhones.
It's.
I don't know why Toronto people are talking like this.
It's very prestigious, and
We're sort of mixing all the accents and
it's a little bit tough to know if you're not exaggerating.
It's fucking hard to do.
It's fucking hard to think if you're exaggerating an accent, you know, laddie. But we are. We are exaggerating these accents. And
I'm just like letting you dig yourself out of this one.
Essentially, what we did is we did a NaNoWriMo, but for starting a podcast. We just started the podcast
Without knowing what.
without knowing
it
what
was
we were
gonna
going to
be.
talk about or what it was going to be, and we ended up kind of succeeding in that
With this garbage.
with this awful
With this-
trash
with this
nonsense.
hot, smelly garbage.
Mommy, this garbage is just too smelly for me.
Yeah, well, it's too smelly for most. But
We gotta suffer through it, Timmy. God damn it.
okay, Quinn.
What is your topic, Jim?
Well, this week we're gonna step back into Jim's naughty bits.
I've missed it.
Yeah.
It's like an old friend enveloping me in a hug and a little snuggle.
So
And a little snuggle, Jim.
a bit of a snuggle.
A bit of a snuggle.
We're gonna step back in.
Oh, right in the face.
I really did not mean to do that.
That was a good ass kicking from a microphone.
Try not to touch the microphone because
Okay.
it may tip into your face.
This janky ass fucking show.
Okay, so what just happened was the microphone fell onto Quinn because we're in a new sort of setup and the table is not really suited. Although mine has had no problems at all.
It's the same table we used to use.
No.
Oh, no, it's not. It's
I'm
just the
using-
other side.
Yeah, for some reason, Quinn's side of the table is just terrible at holding microphones.
It's awful.
But my topic this week, Quinn,
Yes.
is it's a Naughty Bits, and in the subsection of Jim's Naughty Bits,
Yeah.
it's the thing. It's like that part of the show where I'm like, it's like things brothers shouldn't tell their brothers,
Yeah.
and
It's we've made it into this territory.
is most
several times.
but most notably in episode 89, which is the best we can hope for / this one is gross.
Bloody semen.
Yes, you go ahead and listen to that if you want to hear about bloody semen.
Yeah.
The title is accurate. This one is gross because it's about bloody semen.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that show again,
Yeah.
and it's funny because like the the arm of the mic like completely blocks out your face now. So this week I want to talk to you about this new creep that I'm on.
Okay.
This new fucking fad.
You're creeping it on.
I don't know what the fuck that was. It was like you tried to write a theme song, but then just gave up like half a second into it.
That's how it works, Jim. That's how I do comedy.
Immediately give up if there's no instant gratification. So I'm all about this new thing. I think it's gonna be a fad. I think it's gonna catch on. I think more people need to get behind this.
Okay.
It's a new form of baiting. It's 2018.
Okay. Yeah. Still 2018 for a couple.
Talk
like
to
a
me.
month.
Talk to me about this. Let me know if you have any experience of this.
Yeah.
Hands free baiting.
You know what? That was my beginning. Was my foray into the baiting
Okay,
lifestyle.
now talk to me about your hands free style.
You hump that pillow.
Okay, see, I'm not talking about humping pillows.
Okay.
I'm not talking about moving at all. I'm talking about using your mind to bait.
How are you gonna do that?
I have found the way, sir.
No, you haven't.
I have found the way.
Tell me about this nirvana. Tell me about this exquisite location.
I'm not the first to do this. Lots of yogis have done this in the past. This is a thing that exists.
You've done it?
I have done it. I do it now frequently. It's like one of the ways that I bait.
How?
Okay, I'm going to talk you through it.
Okay.
The first thing you're going to want to do.
I feel like Neo.
Yeah, you should, because the matrix of baiting is about to be open to you. I have
I
to
can't
pass
wait
this
for
on.
the endless possibilities.
There are lots of possibilities. There are a couple of possibilities as well.
Is it passable? Yep, it's a possibility then.
Oh, the easiest joke. Okay, so
The lowest hanging fruit.
we're gonna have to start in my teenage years,
Okay. Yep.
because there were two things that I was into in my teenage years. They were baiting and porn.
You introduced me
Yeah,
to the pornography.
So, and like basically everything else served those two things. Like if I could
Yeah.
bait or watch porn, I was into it. So
Yeah, I mean, that's the life of a young boy.
it's true. And I noticed kind of early on that like one thing that I was particularly drawn to in porn were like good audio, like good like sex sounds, like the sounds of porn.
Yeah, I
Right?
could see it. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I find like ASMR, especially like the ASMR that's like blatantly erotic, because like that shit exists too.
Yeah.
But like I find that stuff like really like not beyond just the ASMR tingles. Sometimes it like turns me on too.
Right.
So I was sort of like seeking out audio.
So you were
sort
kind
of
of like a
ASMR.
blind man.
Yeah, just
watching
like
porn.
exactly.
Just kind
Well, I remember like as a teenager downloading audio clips, like basically just like it's basically like audio porn. So like it's like women like talking and like giggling and like having sex noises and shit like that. Like
Oh, I like
it's like this
that.
like it's like a radio play of porn. Okay,
That's so cool.
it was fucking cool. And like I encourage people lose one of your senses because it makes things awesome. Especially if
Yeah,
you're just like lying in the
fucking-
dark,
You're
like
like
listening
fucking
to this.
Daredevil.
Exactly, and
It's
like
tight.
there's some good shit. There's some good shit.
You know
So-
how good Daredevil must be at sex? He must be unreal.
Probably
He's good with those. He's good with that. The cane. That's the cane thing.
the sticks.
The sticks.
He can whack you real good.
He can whack you real good, and he's probably good with his stick too. Talk about Daredevil dick.
Gross. So
Charlie Cox. He puts the Cox in Charlie Cox.
um,
It's the easiest
So-
joke to make.
So while I've been like sort of seeking out this audio stuff
Mhm.
because like this audio smut that I enjoy sometimes,
Yeah.
I discovered
This
this
nasty
like
stuff.
sort of subgenre of like erotic hypnosis, and like another thing that I was interested in when I was a teenager was hypnosis, like the idea
Really?
of like self hypnosis. Oh man, I learned so much about hypnosis. I could probably hypnotize you.
Shit.
Yeah. So
Just
but
don't make me do anything embarrassing.
yeah, I mean like there are stage hypnotists, but like a lot of that's just like sort of like peer pressure and like
Yeah.
also like you're wanting to please. There's like a specific like character profile of the person who's like easy to hypnotize, and like they pick them out of the crowds like intentionally because they're like, oh, you will be a very good subject.
Easy mark.
Exactly, like and they can see them coming like a mile away.
Yeah, they're a rube.
But so I got into this like subgenre of like erotic hypnosis where like women are like, oh yeah, like you breathe and you like count down and you like focus on relaxing your body and blah blah blah, and they put you basically into like hypnotic trance, and then they start like basically telling you to like, okay, like feel like the pulse in your junk basically, like and feel it, and
Yeah.
like they like start triggering it with like certain words, and like they
Okay.
start building it up and up and up and up like just in your mind, like and I understand that this sounds like it completely impossible.
See, I don't think it is because I've had experience with, having this sexual relations with a lady, right? And you're not even touching her, like no, she's not touching your junk or anything.
Yeah.
And you just like it's just like all of a sudden it's like I'm gonna come right fucking now.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
because
didn't even like
it's more about what's happening in your head than it
Yeah.
is what's happening on your dick.
exactly. You're
So-
so excited that it's just like, boosh.
So for a
Done.
while, I was riding that trip.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'd pop one of those bad boys on every now and then. Downside of that is like you come in your boxers, so you have to like take them off, throw them in the
Yeah.
laundry or whatever. It's like
I've came in my boxers a bunch, man.
oh, who hasn't? Who amongst
So
us?
much.
Who amongst us has not come in our boxers?
Nay, I find a man who has not came in his boxers.
Let he who has not come in his boxers throw the first stone.
More like throw the first sausage, my good sir.
Mr. Jesus. Because that was a Jesus quote that you just took totally like interpreted as a British thing.
I know.
Um,
I know it's the Jesus quote. I knew.
you're a good Catholic.
I know. Miss me with that shit.
You matrixed that right out of the way. And
Fuck,
then,
that
and then,
fucking...
and then kicked your microphone. So I was
this
on
dang microphone.
that trip for a bit.
Yeah.
Where like you pop in the thing, they like teach you.
You got 7 seconds. No, you got a
I got
minute.
like a minute.
Okay.
left, and they teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
But then like once you sort of like get like the mechanics of it, like how to like tense your like sort of like muscles, you can just do it if you like watch some like fairly hot porn and then just like close your eyes and fucking go to town.
That's cool.
And I am on that trip now.
That's
so
awesome.
I will now take questions.
First of all,
Yeah.
you're weird. Just touch your penis.
No, but like the other cool thing about it is
Yeah.
that because it's like completely self-induced, your dick isn't like sad and tired after. So you can
Right.
like go again like 20 minutes later.
That's true, eh?
It's like
It doesn't get all sore.
It
'Cause
does
sometimes
not.
your dick gets sore.
and also you don't have to you don't have to do fuck all. You can just
Yeah.
like lie down and relax in your bed.
That's a good idea. I should try that.
It's pretty decent, man. It's pretty decent.
I'll try that shit.
You have
That's my NaNoWriMo doing that.
December's
Bait
gonna
a
be-
different way for
December's
every day.
Bate a different way, month.
Yep. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of ways to bait, man. Real quick.
You'll never run out of ways to bait, man. I've spent 30 years looking for ways to run out of bait, run out of different ways to bait.
You're more innovative than I am, Jim.
Man, I've been imagineering this shit for years.
Teach me your ways,
Master.
please.
We're the Jupiter Boys. We're two wildly inappropriate boys.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this show.
Thank you.
It's probably uncomfortable to hear brothers talk so frankly about this, but
It's not the first time and it won't be the last.
certainly won't. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Christogram takes his Advil at 12 o'clock a.m.
That's a weirdly specific fact, and also product placement for Advil.
Yeah.
Advil, it'll make shit hurt less, and unless it's Quinn kicking the microphone, in which case that'll hurt just as much.
It was Christo. Christo came in and kicked the microphone.
He didn't like that. He doesn't sell out to Advil. You can get merch. It's in our Redbubble store. It's at thejupiterboys.com/shop. Speaking of which, you can just go to thejupiterboys.com. It's got every single episode. It's got access to contact us and
Got all sorts of goodies.
It's got things in it. You know, like just all the things.
It's got widgets. Does it have widgets?
I don't know.
Can we install some widgets?
Probably.
Let's
I
install
could
some
probably
widgets.
put some widgets somewhere.
Let's put some music on there.
Tuck some widgets away.
No, we're not going to play autoplay music.
I'm gonna have
'cause
it
that's for
autoplay.
devils.
I'm gonna make it autoplay Linkin Park's "Crawling in My Skin."
Have it autoplay.
Crawling.
I'm a Believer from the Shrek soundtrack, please.
Okay. Yeah, the All Stars. I'm a Believer.
Yep.
I can do that.
It's Smash Mouth, by the way.
This
not
show is
All-Stars.
written by Brotherly Love and produced by me, Jim Jupiter. Shoot those nuts.
Straight down. Why'd you do that extra credit? Jupiter. No, you got it. You're creeping it on.
With Dolphin Shark.